Hello and welcome Massachusetts Conference for Women attendees. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I wish we were in person, but since we can't be, this is the next best thing. My name is Lisa Welker-Finney, and I'm a Vice President of Human Resources for Boston Scientific. I want to talk to you today about two keywords: empathy and caring. Empathy and caring are two words that you normally don't hear in corporate America. Typically, words that you would hear would be things like productivity, metrics, measurements, strategic goals, initiatives. Those are all important words and all seek to push the organization to greater productivity and performance. However, 2020 is not a normal year. I'm not going to recap what we've been through because we've already been through it together. I can say it's been an unprecedented year of crises from every major component within our society: social, political, physical, mental, emotional, and health related challenges that we have all had to face together. Some in isolation, some in small groups, some in pods, and some essential workers continuously working through all of it. So, what does empathy and caring do within an organization, and how does it work? Here's a few things about what we've learned at Boston Scientific. First, we learned that empathy is really important when you're listening, and listening is the most important thing we could do. We listen to parents, we listen to caregivers, we listen to employees that were alone, that lived alone. We listened to employees that had a full house or that were caring for an elderly parent. We listened. And with that listening with empathy, we were able to understand what our employees needed, and we were able to access benefits and resources to help them through that process. We also listened when George Floyd was murdered. We listened to all of our Black and Brown employees and all of our employees to understand how were they feeling, what did they want to see happen, how were they motivated to help us create a better environment internally and a better environment in society. And with that, we harness their passion and their energy and their commitment, and together we are making changes and we are acting together. And that's really critical. That's how it's mirrored back. Managers and leaders need to be better at empathetic listening and demonstrating that they care. Changing work schedules when it doesn't work for an employee, having meetings that are 20 minutes long or 50 minutes long, having an ability to have an employee take a break in the middle of the day. We haven't changed our standards around performance and productivity. We've changed our words around how we address it with caring and with empathy. So what did we do? We curated some content. We created a SharePoint site with resources for 2 clicks everybody could get to whatever information that they needed. Domestic violence help at home, home with an infant, how to caregive for somebody as an elderly parent while you're trying to balance work. What happens if you're working alone and you're home and you're isolated? How do you keep your spirits up? We created Yammer sites, which allowed employees to crowdsource their ideas, understanding, and tools and techniques that work best for them in their individual situations. So we have caregiving Yammer sites as well as we have parent Yammer sites. And these are very popular to allow people to share and work together with the ideas that made them or are making them successful. And lastly, we really looked at how we wanted to communicate with our employees and ensure that we were being as flexible as we could be to meet their specific individual family needs. That creates a lot of engagement, and with engagement, you get high productivity. That's a little bit about what we've learned. I'm more than happy to answer any other questions. Please feel free to reach out to me. Other than that, I wish you good luck, and I hope that this learning burst has been helpful for you. Thanks, and have a great conference.